$3 million. And look at this. The two top candidates for Horse of the Year, Turkoman and Precisionist, will look each other eye to eye in the starting gate. Turkoman at 8-5 and 2-1 on his rival Precisionist. Triptyque, the filly, she's made a habit of beating the colts. Perhaps she can pull it off. 15-1 on the morning line. And another 3-year-old, Magambo, in the field, trained by Leroy Jolly. The morning line for the Classic coming up. But our final report on following the foals involves a dramatic turn of events. So far, we've seen a colt and a filly with contrasting lives. The third is another filly who had the brightest prospects of all. Like Lady Secret, a daughter of Secretariat, with the looks and pedigree of a champion. Continuing with following the foals, here's Bruscott.
Second by 2 lengths.
July 78, Tadlingua wins the Hollywood Lassie. She's by Wonder Horse Secretariat out of the mare Crimson Saint.
And Terlingua is the winner by 3 lengths.
June 85, Pancho Villa wins the Silver Screen. He's Tadlingua's full brother. Lightning strikes twice. Could it happen a third time? Remember, May 20th, 85? A full sister to those two stars struggles to stand at the Tom Gentry farm in Kentucky. At this stage, she's the ultimate in four-legged promise.
An earthquake came in here and just killed everything but this foal, and I had to sell it for survival. That would be, at this point, the only way I would ever think of entering her into the sale. Win, lose, or draw, this filly will be worth a fortune. It doesn't matter. She can outrun a fat man. She will be worth a fortune because her residual value, whether she ever wins a race, will be a couple $1 million. As opposed to a colt has to perform.
Throughout that golden summer, we were never further from the earthquake. This was the bluegrass of Kentucky. Life was easy, even the split with mother at weaning time. But talk of earthquakes had been giving a hostage to fortune. 6 days after weaning, our filly was lying dead in the paddock.
You cannot envision this type of tragedy, just like walking in the stall Derby morning, say, and finding the favorite for the Derby dead in the stall. Now, it's just something totally unaccountable if anything like this ever happened.
But it did, and clinical, physical proof comes with the autopsy.
The acute death and the post-mortem findings were consistent with acute anaphylactic shock. I did find evidence of a previous injection that the foal had been given approximately 10 days to 2 weeks previous to the time of death. There is a possibility that the foal did develop antibodies to this injection and at this time was reacting to these antibodies that were being developed.
Every time I go out in the front field where it was, you know, it flashes across the top of your mind. It's kind of like walking by a loved one that's buried there in front of you. That's what you think. I think anybody who's been in the horse business experienced tragedy. You have to take the bitter with the sweet, but it's part of the game and life goes on, and it was just very, very sad.
Yes, she was a daughter of Secretariat, but she never had her chance.
Any Horse of the Year implications on who is first in this one? Certainly Turkoman and Precisionist would go to the head of the class if they won impressively. Here is #1 Turkoman as a thoroughbred machine that comes from far back, and when he starts closing ground and eating up the competition, he just simply takes your breath away. Pat Day rides. And Precisionist sends chills up your spine as he thunders to the lead. Then he laughs at his competition and says, "Come on, catch me if you can." It's been 2 years since another horse has beaten him at equal weights, and Gary Stevens gets the call to hang on and keep him in front. I have to agree with Dick Girardi, the Philadelphia Daily News. He thinks that it's going to be Precisionist in front by 3 at the 8th pole, Turkoman flying, and Precisionist hanging on. But these two horses have won the major handicap races this year. They'll look each other in the eye. What a summit conference. #3 is Skywalker, the 1985 Santa Anita Derby winner with Jockey Lafitte. Finn Kai Jr. trying for the upset this afternoon.
Number 6 is the Jockey from Alpha.
Just behind, that's Skywalker with Lafitte Pinkai. There's Hopeful Word, the 4-horse. A nice horse who's won 6 out of 8 this season, but I don't think he's in a class with Turkoman and Precisionist. Pat Valenzuela picked up this mount. Number 5 in the $3 million Breeders' Cup Classic, sponsored by the Mobil Oil Corporation, is the English bred who appeared in our 3-year-old classic, the Kentucky Derby, and finished second. It's Bold Arrangement, who returned to England and the turf and hasn't won a race since. No pony, as you can see. They're actually taking him out with the groom. And here is number 6, Alpha Beta. He has the clockers scratching their collective heads after this morning trials. He's working better than any horse on the card, a mile and 1:36 and 1. Spectacular. I have a feeling that trainer John Gosden has Alpha Beta cranked up for the central moment of his racing career right now. I wouldn't be surprised to be hooked up with Precisionist or Turkoman for the drive. Eddie Delahousie urging the 5-year-old on. Triptyque is the 7-horse, the best mare in Europe. She's beaten the colts and was 3rd to Dancing Brave in the Arc. Tony Cruz, the top rider from Hong Kong, is here for the Classic. Certainly an international event. Number 8, Iades. The French-bred long shot has little to recommend, but you never know. This is horse racing, and Cash Asmussen, fine jockey, rides. And number 9, the question mark in here, Herat, a recent wire-to-wire winner of the Maryland Classic, probably going to go for the lead. Jerry Bailey, who won the Maryland Classic on Herat this afternoon, trained by Jack Van Berg. And Magambo adds some interesting spice to the race. Never been the same since he won the Gotham, beating Groovy and Tasso, but he's back, and Cordero is aboard. That's Magambo. And number 11, Nostalgia Star, who Chris told us loves this track. He worked a mile and 1:38 flat in preparation for today's 10 furlongs. Fernando Toro, the other half of this team. What a race. $3 million, the Breeders' Cup Classic, sponsored by Mobil. And Gary Stevens, as we said, the man of the moment. Can he now come to the winner's circle after finishing second 3 times? He has Precisionist. That's Turkoman right there.
A man who knows the thrill of visiting his pride in the winner's circle. Lacombe, a fine 3-year-old filly. You won a Del Mar this past summer.
Yes, we did, Dick. Yeah, we were very, very fortunate with her. She's been a wonderful horse for us. It's the first time I'm in partners with 4 other gentlemen, and that's the first time we've ever had a racehorse, and in the thoroughbred racehorse, and she's been really wonderful for us.
It's like watching one of your own children.
Yes. Yeah, we were all very excited, you know, to have that kind of action and have it, that kind of luck. It's really been very fortunate for us. We have a wonderful trainer in Ron McAnally, and he's made all the decisions for us, and we're real pleased.
Once you get in, it's tough to get out. Let's talk about this race with Horse of the Year implications, although Lady's Secret may have stolen all the thunder, Precisionist and Turkoman, or do you like an outsider?
Well, I kind of like that Alpha Beta, and Delahousie is a nice, a good jockey. And what is it now? What is
Big overlay, 18 to 1 on the morning line, and 8 to 1 to 18 to 1 right now.
Could be, but Precisionist is obviously the horse to beat. It's going to be a wonderful race. I never ever thought I'd see a race where they'd have a $3 million purse, did you?
Maybe sometime we'll see you down there collecting one. Hope so. Thank you for being with us.
Thanks.
Robert Wagner. Derby. This is racing's 15-round heavyweight bout, the 1,500 meters in the Olympics, 5 sets for the Wimbledon Championship. A test of speed and endurance, and at the end, requiring the knockout punch. Implications for Horse of the Year honors are very real. And look, $210,000 bet on each. They're only $45 apart and nearly $500,000 wagered.
That's what you call co-favorites.
That's why you go to the racetrack.
It's one of the great matchups, I think, in my lifetime. And I can't wait to see if one of the other horses are going to throw a monkey wrench into this thing. It's going to be Precisionist winging it, and Turkoman coming from off the pace, and Alpha Beta has a big shot for an upset. Those are the 3 I boxed.
Lady Secret won so convincingly in the distaff, Dave Johnson, and one of the 3 mentioned for Horse of the Year here in the United States in 1986, Turkoman and Precisionist. If neither wins, does that clear it for Lady Secret in your mind?
I think Turkoman or Precisionist has to win in order to be considered competition here for Lady Secret. Even if they don't, Lady Secret is not a shoe-in, but I would think that Turkoman and Precisionist, one of them must win in order to be Horse of the Year.
Sharon Smith.
Well, Dick, you know, as you were watching the post parade, you see the huge Turkoman. He's more than 17 hands, Precisionist, a big, powerful horse. And then you continue on down to number 9, Herat, who, if he stands 15 hands with a hand being 4 inches measured at the shoulder, that's good. He is a tiny little horse. Now, horsemen traditionally like big horses, but Herat has proven that little horses can run well, as has Lady Secret. She's about the same size as he is. So let's stop this prejudice against little horses and look at the little ones as well. Dick?
Of 11. The field in place for the 3rd Breeders' Cup Classic. They're in the gate. And they're up in the Breeders' Cup Classic. I-80s was away slowly. Skywalker comes away for the lead and toward the inside. It's Precisionist, and Herat is out fast. And they pass it the first time, well off the rail. It is Herat who now takes a short lead. Precisionist is close to him now, second on the inside. Skywalker third, and Hopeful Word is fourth. A gap of almost 6 back to Mogambo. And then another 4-length gap to Triptyque. Alpha Beta is in between horses. Turkoman is down on the rail. He's 12 lengths off the lead already. Nostalgia Star is wide going into the turn. Bold Arrangement is second to last, and after the slow start, I-80s trails the field. Around the first turn, the first quarter in 22 and 3/5 seconds, it's Herat in front. Precisionist tucked along the inside. Skywalker is in between horses. Hopeful Word in hand and 4 wide. They move to the back stretch now, and Precisionist is moving through on the inside after Herat. Skywalker is right there. Hopeful Word just off them, then a gap of 3 back to Mogambo. 7-length gap back to Alpha Beta. Another 7-length gap back to Nostalgia Star. Toward the inside, it is Triptyque and Turkoman. 15 lengths off the lead with a half-mile to run. 46 flat for the half-mile. 3/4 in 10 and 1. And the field moves into the far turn. Skywalker and Herat. Precisionist nowhere to go toward the inside. Hopeful Word is alongside him. Mogambo is moved within 3.5 lengths of the lead. Then farther back, Alpha Beta is there on the outside. Toward the inside, it is Nostalgia Star. And Turkoman now, he's put to the whip. But he's 10 lengths off the lead of Skywalker, who passes the quarter pole with Precisionist in close pursuit. And Turkoman is swinging 5 wide. He's picking them off one by one, and he's rolling now. But they have to catch Skywalker. He leads by 4 with the furlong to the wire. Precisionist is second. Turkoman closing third. Skywalker is still there. And then it is Precisionist. Turkoman with 1 late move. But it is too late. And Skywalker, an upset winner with Pinkai aboard to win the 3rd Breeders' Cup Classic. And the string of long shots continues. Turkoman was gallant. He was coming from far out of it, but he simply ran out of ground. And Pinkai, the master, aboard Skywalker to win the 3rd Breeders' Cup Classic. Pinkai, indeed, the master. He opened the day's $1 million racing by winning the juvenile for the Colts aboard Capote, and he finishes in the $3 million race with Skywalker. Mike Winningham, the trainer for Oak Cliff Stables. Luke Skywalker, the hero of Star Wars, was the influence in the naming of Skywalker, a 4-year-old. The outsider winning it unofficially. Skywalker at 10-1 across the line first, followed by the 2 everyone was watching. Turkoman apparently second, and Precisionist is third in 2 minutes and 2/5. $1,450,000. Oh, they'll be skywalking.
And it's, boy, did it pay off.
We take a look at the replay, Michael, as we get a word from Lafitte Pinkai, who was here at the start of the day and is here now. Lafitte?
Well, I tell you, I rode the horse with a lot of confidence today. I was very high on him. I knew it would be tough to beat today. Right about here, you know, he's very close to the rail, but I didn't want to take him out of the rail because he was running nice, and I knew right here that I was going to win easy.
Win easy?
Yes. Well, not really, though, but I knew somebody was coming at the end, but I was confident that he was going to win.
Harvey?
Pretty good on this horse. You've been 3 for 3 with him the last 3 times.
That's right. We got along good, you know, and I hope the luck continues.
Good combination, Lafitte. The owner of the horse, Oak Cliff, Tom...
Pulling the upset with Turkoman second, Precisionist third, as you see the remainder of the order of finish in the $3 million Breeders' Cup Classic, with Herat, the early pace setter, fading to last.
Wayne Lucas. They're my favorite pair since Bartles and James.
We look ahead to next year. Capote, the 2-year-old colt to win, maybe a Derby favorite. On the other hand, I hope this doesn't mean, as we look at the winners today and we salute each and every one of them, that the fact that the European horses did not do well, that'll discourage them from returning to Hollywood Park next year.
They'll be back.
Indeed, we hope they will be. And we hope you will be as well. Santa Anita Park, a magnificent setting today for the third Breeders' Cup. Winner or loser, again, underlines a culmination of another outstanding thoroughbred racing year. We hope you had a winner. Goodbye from all of us from Santa Anita.